Hey guys, Lord Netsu here, and this is gonna be a new what if. And before I start this, I've created a Discord for all of us to chat to each other and help me or others that are subscribed to this channel with the upcoming what ifs or what ifs that I haven't completed. So, if you want to help me or others with what ifs that we want to do, go into the description and click the link to go to the Discord. Anyway, listen. What if deku was hated? And we're gonna start this off. Well, we're technically gonna start this off when he's born, and he's completely normal. But there's one thing. For some reason, everybody hates him, even his parents. So, yeah. And without any quirk, he is 5 times stronger, 5 times smarter, and 2 times stronger than any normal human being. So, anyone that doesn't have, a intelligence or strength enhancing quirk, yeah, he's stronger than them. So right now, when he's born, he's as strong as a 5-year-old. No, as strong as a 4-year-old and as smart as a 10-year-old right now. So yeah, but he ain't able to speak yet. So yeah, and his parents, for some reason, just as soon as he's able to walk and speak, start abusing him and neglecting him for some reason. And they had another child. Basically, it's basically Zuko, but the opposite sex. So, and their name is Izumi. So, yeah. And, yeah. But, and, yeah. Pretty much everyone that sees him immediately wants to hate him for some reason, but there are a few people that actually want to. There are some people in that world that actually want to guide Izuku to the right path. And yeah. And one of them is Mitsuki. And yeah. By the time Izuku is 4, yeah, he knows by the time he was 2, he figured out that for some reason his own parents hate him. For some reason. And they adore his twin sister, Izumi. And yeah. Well, actually, no. For Izumi, she was pretty much like the original Izuku, but it's a few things. One, she has a quirk, which is pyrokinesis. Basically, encodes in Isashi's quirk combined, making Izumi's quirk, which Izuku is quirkless. So, yeah. And she's pretty much Bakugo, but way nicer. And doesn't have a crazy big ego. But Bakugo and Izumi are pretty close, and they both bully Izuku. And yeah, for that, and yeah, the only person that Mizuki actually likes now in the Midoriya family is Zuko. And since and yeah, and at the age of 4, Zuko has the mindset of a when he was born, just born, he had the mindset of a 10-year-old. So now he has the mindset of a 40-year-old. Yeah. And yeah. He already sees Misaki as his actual mother, not Inko. Yeah, Misaki actually cares for Izuku. And yeah. Uh, At the age of 3, Izuku started just staying over at Mizuki's house. And yeah, since they neglect him and abuse him, they don't really care what he does. And yeah, and he does this at night. And at the age of 4, Ingo and Hisashi don't even care enough about Zuko to see if he even has a quirk, but Mizuki does. So yeah, she makes the appointment for Zuko, and yeah, they find out that he's quirkless. But his blood is but his DNA is crazy weird. Yeah. It's and yeah. And this isn't the doctor that works for All for One. So yeah, this is a normal doctor. And yeah. Basically and yeah. When basically and yeah. When the doctor said that but the boy's blood is weird. And yeah. Basically would ask, could you explain please? And yeah. He's like, certainly, since we do want to know more. It's like he's. And yeah. Basically, he would say, it's like he's not even human. And yeah. She's like, what? And yeah. He would show his DNA. And yeah. It doesn't even look like a human DNA. Heck. It's a little bit is red, but most of it is black and white. Like his blood, mostly is black and white. And yeah, Suku would get very confused and be like, what the? And yeah, Izumi would get confused as well. And yeah, the doctor would ask if they know anything about this. And yeah, both of them would say no. And yeah, when the doctor actually sees that what Suku's acting like he's 40 years old. But he's 4. And yeah, the doctor like, Yeah, and he would ask the kid directly if they could try something. Do like some simple tests real quick. And yeah, he's like, sure, I don't see the problem. As long as it doesn't, doesn't it doesn't affect my body too much, I don't mind. And yeah, they would do some intelligence tests and strength tests. Yeah, right now, Suku is as strong as a 10-year-old. Because, yeah, his strength has grown over time. And yeah, the doctor, all the doctors there would be surprised with Suku's, like, and yeah, they also would have tested his, what his mind, what age his mindset is. And yeah, it was a mindset of a 40-year-old. And yeah, they would be surprised. And yeah. And when the doctors as earlier when I asked who Mitsuki was, Mitsuki would have told them that she's a friend of the child's mother. And oh, sorry. Anyway, and when the doctors finished doing all those small tests, they would have asked if they wanted to share this information with his parents, and Suki would have been like, in my opinion, no. Things would just get worse in my house. He would say, in my opinion, I don't think we should. And but in his head, he would finish that sentence in his head and like, it would just get worse inside my house. Hold. And and the doctor would be like, understood. Thank you for your time. And since he has a mindset of a 40-year-old, they would actually say this, Mr. Midoriya. And Suku would get kind of confused and be like, excuse me, but why did you call me that? And you're like, well, since you have a mindset of a 40-year-old, we thought you would want to be called that. Like, no, just call me Izuku. It is fine with me. I don't mind if you call me that, but I would prefer Izuku. And they're like, of course, Mr. Izuku. And they're like, close enough. But please, don't say that around. Don't just call me as Izuku while I'm around my parents, not Mr. Izuku. And the doctors would be like, that's fine with us. And pretty much everyone at that Zuku school would have hated Zuku. Even the people that he helped, which were Quirkos. They appreciated it, but they still hated him for some reason. And even the teachers, and all the teachers try to pretty much sabotage all his tests and assignments, which fails every time because he is technically smarter than them. Because his intelligence is we're gonna flash forward to when he's 14. And by this time, Suku's intelligence is his intelligence. At this point he is very intelligent, as intelligent as like the 10th. He is as intelligent as the best scientist in history. So he is that intelligent. So his intelligence is, he is smarter than 5 of the together. He is smarter than 5 of the smartest scientists in the world by themselves, but together, that's, if you put 5 of the smartest scientists in the world now in Izuku's universe and put them together, that's Izuku's intelligence. And his strength, Izuku's strength now, throughout the years, he's been going to the Bakio household more and more. And Sumi has noticed this, but she doesn't care. And the parents don't even notice this because they don't care at all for him. And Suku is actually pretty tall. He is as tall as bond from the Seven Deadly Sins, and has his build as well. And he is technically as strong as him. Well, not yet. He is at half of bond strength. So yeah, that is still pretty powerful. And for you guys that didn't understand that part where I said he wasn't human, yeah, he ain't. He's half human though. Well, technically, the god of Izuku's world. Well, the god. Well, actually, no. The Satan, aka Lucifer, changed Izuku's DNA completely. So now, yeah, he's a demon. Yeah, the moment he was born, he became a demon. And when Izuku finally uses it, finally figure out that this ain't his true form, it turns into his true form, this will be it. Yes, he is a high-ranked demon. Well, actually, no, he's a low-ranked demon right now. So, yeah. And by the time he's 14, yeah, everybody still hates him except Izuki. And Izuku is, and yeah, just imagine a handsome version of Izuku. That's what you have here. And yeah, all the girls think he's handsome, but they hate him. So yeah, when this and yeah, everything would kind of happen, but yeah, with Mizuki's influence, yeah, he's trained his body, and he has he has a stronger will because of Mizuki, and he has some slight, and yeah, and with the help of Mizuki, he's also more willing to stand up for himself. Because remember, in the canon, yeah, he wasn't even able to do that because of the bullying. But with Mizuki helping him and guiding him, yeah, she was able to pretty much make it so, yeah, he could have a normal as possible life for his situation. And yeah, Shuku. Yeah, at this point, Shuku just doesn't see Inko or Sashi as his parents. He just sees them as someone has blood relationship with. Nothing else, nothing more. But with Mizuki, yeah, he just sees her as a mother altogether. When it's just, and yeah, I also forgot to mention this. Bakugo's dad also is pretty much the same way with Izuku. So yeah, basically, Bakugo's dad also was caring for Izuku like Mizuki was. And yeah, both of them were guiding him. And yeah, so when Izuku, Mizuki, and Bakugo's dad are alone together, Izuku would just call him mom and dad. Because, yeah, that's how close they are right now. And yeah. And when Bakugo tries to blow up his notebook, which yeah, he's still a quick nerd. I think he's way smarter with it. So yeah, and when Bakio blows it up, does that explosion on it, Suku gets mad. And Sucker Punch Bakio in the face, making him fly to a wall. No, he would. Yeah, no, Suku would hold himself together and calm down. Yeah, then Bakio would say the thing. The swan dive. If you guys know what exactly I'm talking about. Yeah. Bakio is actually dumb. Because if Suku was a lot more depressed, yeah, he would have done it. Yeah, when the Sledgeman attacked him, then when he went under that bridge and the Sledgeman attacked him, Suku tried his best to fight it off, but then it captured him and started suffocating him. Then All Might would come through and Suku, when All Might jumped off, out of instinct for some reason his body made him grab onto it. And then All Might tried to push him off, but then Suku would just look at him and be like, do you want a dead child on your hands? And then All Might would stop immediately because, yeah, he realizes how high they are, and if this kid fell off his leg, he would die. And yeah, All Might didn't land on the nearest building, and then Suku would ask the question, do you think a quirkless person can become a hero? And All Might would, and I would make an All Might a lot more rude and pretty much just rude to all quirkless because he's long forgotten that his origins, aka himself being quirkless. Then he would go to Small Might, and then All Might would say the thing, and then Suku. Then All Might would do the same thing, and once they heard the explosion, Suku would be like, shit, and just start running towards that. And it'd be like, wait a minute. And then he would see Wagyu being caught by Sledgeman, and he'd be like, damn it. Then Suku is mine, like, then then Suku, after a minute, seeing that no heroes were trying to at least do something to this village villain to help get the kid out, Suku, like, these dumb heroes, and then he would just fall over them and start, he would go just ram himself through the crowd and start running towards the village villain, and he would, and all the heroes would be like, kid, what are you doing? Stop! And All Might would be watching as well, and Sugu would just be like, I don't care if I die. I will not let Mizuki's son die. Then he would jump up, grab the Sledgeman's eyes, pull him out, jump off him, and then like, let's see how you do without being able to see. And then he grunt, and he puts both of his other Sledgeman's eyes in one hand, grabs a pencil from his book bag, and then stabs both of them. Or making them both explode from the impact. And the Sledgeman would be like, my eyes! And it's going to take him 2 days for his eyes to be grown back, because he's Sledge. And Sugu would then just run towards where Baku is at in the sledgeway, and you start in a he has taken martial arts, like and he's a black belt in kung fu and taekwondo. He's taken class. He's done martial arts long enough to where he would get a black belt in taekwondo and kung fu. And he just uses what he knows as the most effective way to get someone out of sludge. So he would start doing that for him and just start clawing at the sludge, getting it out off of Bakugo. And Bakugo, what are you doing here, you damn nerd? And Zuko, like I said, I am not letting Misaki's son die. And And Bakugo would be like, what the fuck are you talking about, you damn nerd? Because, he has no idea of the relationship that his father and his mother have with Izuku. So, then Circle would finally get Bakugo out and I'm thrown towards the heroes. And he'd be like, stupid heroes. Then he would get slapped. Then Zuko, without noticing, would get slapped. This large gun, without Zuko noticing, would slap his side, and Zuko would get sent to a wall. And he would get, he would get stuck in the wall. He would be stuck in the wall. Damn it! Shit. Damn it! I should have still been looking and paying attention. Then All Might. Then All Might would do his either Detroit or Texas. I can't remember which one. Smashed, which changed the weather, and Suki would get out of the wall, and All Might would have been like, and all the heroes would be representing him, but one of them would not be. Because she saw that a kid that looks like he barely knew anything about fighting helped, even though he wasn't seeing he didn't have any quirk. And All Might would have been like, kid, what the hell? And he would just be saying negative things toward Izuku. And Zuko would just, so it would start to stand up. And he's bleeding out. And his arm is completely broken. And he's bleeding from his head a little bit. And then he would start pulling him. And he would hold his arm and start walking towards the opposite side where all those heroes were at. Towards the civilians that were protected by a mountain lady. And just start walking towards it. Over that way. And all those heroes would be like, hey, we're talking to you. And Zuko would look at them like this. Just look straight back at them and like, Does it look like I give a crap? And yeah, all of you were doing pretty much nothing to save this brat. At least some of you were protecting the civilians. Especially Mountain Lady. And yeah, he would still be walking towards where Mountain Lady is still at. Yeah. And yeah, the sledgehammer hit him so hard that it pretty much completely took off some of his skin. Like, and I'm gonna say, unlike this one, I'm gonna say the sludge that the sledgehammer's quirk was very dangerous for his skin if it hit the skin fast enough. It would pretty much just start immediately spraying the skin. You know. And yeah, Mountain Lady actually saw his skin slowly burn. But and yeah, she was the only one that noticed it. And yeah, Sugo had a face of, yeah, he's in pain still. Yeah, he was just walking towards Mountain Lady slowly. Yeah, then he started to slowly close his eyes. Yeah, once he got close to civilians that were still there. And yeah, Mountain Lady was back into her normal size. You know, then Suku collapsed right in front of them. But was still breathing. And yeah, and all those civilians actually saw Suku, like, most of the Suku's skin on that arm was, yeah, most of the skin on Suku's arm was gone. And that was most of the skin. And yeah. And when is Suku? And yeah. And when Mountain Lady immediately picked him up, she took him to the hospital, and yeah, she would call Mitsuki because, yeah, that's the only person on Isugu's phone that, yeah, his parents' phone, his blood-related parents' phone number, yeah, they weren't in that phone. So they immediately, yeah, and when the doctors saw Izuku in this condition, which also is a hospital that was connected to the court assessment hospital. Well, basically, this was the hospital where you could see what quirk you had, or if you had any at all. And these were the same doctors that were helping Izuku, and yeah, throughout the years, he did come back to see what had changed. And yeah, when they saw his condition, they just told him that lady to immediately put him onto the bed. And yeah, she did, and yeah. And yeah. And yeah, they would just tell her, you can stay here if you wish to, but we can handle the rest. And yeah, Mount Lady would actually want to stay. And yeah, and I'm gonna say right now and for me, in every timeline that I'm gonna make from now on, she's gonna be one of those heroes that she was the top in her class and was able to get through her hero school easily. And she's 16. So yeah, from now on, in all my timelines, she will be 16. And yeah, they were using all of their most expensive stuff. And yeah, Suku. And yeah, at this point, all the doctors are Suku's friends. Yes, they all became his friends. Because after like a year or two, he told them of his situation. And they immediately start treating him way better than they knew. They knew that he needed friends, and they also knew that the people that at his school wouldn't even try to become his friends. So yeah, they would. Cause yeah, they do like the kid, and Suku would have helped him once in a while when he was there. So yeah. And yeah, Lucifer, throughout all these years, has actually been watching Izuku. And yeah, he's like, shit. This kid, dang, this kid is in terrible pain. Well, looks like I'm gonna visit him. Because, yeah, technically he is Izuku's real father. Because he did change his DNA to be almost exactly like his. So, yeah. And, yeah, and, yeah. The doctors would have called Mizuki and told her what they saw when a hero brought young Izuku to the hospital. And yeah. And Bakugo was not going to be home for a few hours. So yeah, they immediately went to the hospital. Both Mizuki and... Okay, yeah, I searched up Bakugo's dad's name, so I got this now. Yeah, so Mizuki and Masaru would immediately drive to the hospital and go check on Izuku. And yeah, by the time they got there, they saw Izuku's arm wrapped in in a cast and bandages. Well, there was a lot of bandages wrapped around Izuku's arm and a cast on it. And yeah, there was a machine, and yeah, they had a heart monitor and a thing that would make sure you got oxygen to your mouth and nose. So yeah, and that's keeping him alive right now. And yeah. they would be crazy worried, and yeah, and Tasha would be worried too. And yeah, while she was unconscious, Lucifer went to see Sugu in his mind. And yeah, Sugu was just sitting down, wondering, am I gonna die? If so, am I gonna go to hell or heaven? And yeah, then Sugu would start seeing something manifest into his mind. And yeah, it would pretty much be Lucifer. And yeah, then he would be like, who are you? And what are you doing in my mind? And yeah, he's like, hello, Sugu. I am Lucifer. And yeah, Sugu would be like, the ruler of hell. What brings you here? And yeah, Lucifer would be like, well, I'm gonna tell you a few things that you should know. And you're like, such as? And you're like, well, I'm the reason why you're not human. And you're like, tell me how. And yeah, he would tell him pretty much everything that Lucifer did to change his DNA to be exactly like him. And yeah, he's like, yeah. Like, so, what now? Like, well, now, I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know about demons. And you're like, that could be nice. From someone that changed my DNA. To at least show me what I need to know so I don't accidentally do it. And yeah, then, and it would be 3 days. And yeah, at the 3rd day mark, yeah, midnight. Yeah, actually, no. It would be 3 days in Izuku's line, but few hours in Suku's. It would be a few hours in the real world, but 3 days in Izuku's mind. And yeah, Lucifer would have told him that your mindscape is 3 is a lot longer than the real world's time. And yeah, Suku like, I see. So you'll be able to tell me everything in a span of, and you're like, a few hours, but it'll be 3 days in here. And you're like, I see. And yeah, I'm gonna say it's 3 hours. Makes it 3 days. So yeah. And yeah. And yeah, Mount Lady would actually start asking about the kid. Yeah. And yeah. Basically would have asked what happened for him to get into the state, and yeah. Midnight would have told, no, Mount Lady would have told her exactly what happened, and yeah. Yeah, Misaki would start to get mad, but then she would calm herself down because, yeah, being around Izuku a lot more gave her a lot more control over that anger. And yeah. Yeah, then Mizuki would start talking about Izuku and what he's like to Mount Lady. And yeah. And from the way that Mizuki is talking about him, yeah. She's actually very curious about Izuku and wants to get to know him better. And yeah. And yeah, then the third hour when 3 hours later from there, Zuko wakes up and he now knows everything about demons and how to transform into his true form. And yeah, he would open his eyes. All the doctors in the room would immediately check if he's perfectly fine. Yeah, they would take off his cast slowly to see if that's healed and take the bandages off. And yeah, his whole arm is healed now. And yeah, I'm gonna say since he's pretty much almost has exactly the same DNA as Lucifer, yeah, he's a slight healing factor. As long as he's not dead, he can still regenerate. So yeah, they were like, "Kid, what the hell?" Like, "Kid, what the hell? You scared us." And you're like, "Sorry, guys. I couldn't let her son die." And yeah, they were like, "Mizuki's son." And like, "Yeah. Didn't you guys see the news?" And yeah, then they remember the news, and you're like, "Oh, that kid." And like, "Yeah. He was a brat, but he's still Mizuki's son." And yeah, Mizuki would have overheard that from Izuku. And yeah, then the doctors would take all the equipment that was on Izuku off. Izuku would start to get up. But then he would also, then one of the doctors would help him up. Would act as a support for Izuku. And yeah, she would be like, thanks, dude. Like, "No problem, Izuku." He'd be like, "Ah, damn it. That's that villain did a number on me." And he'd like, the doctor would like, the doctors would be like, "Be careful next time." And he'd like, I'll try." But it's not like hey, at least I didn't die. And yeah, you're like, "Damn it, you're right." And yeah, when the doctor walked out with Izuku, and yeah, Mizuki saw that, yeah, and right now Izuku is a little bit tired. And yeah, the doctor would have set Izuku right beside Asuru and Mizuki, pretty much right between them. And yeah, the doctor would be like, yeah, Mizuki would immediately ask, "So, how much do we have to pay?" And you're like, "Nothing. This is on the house." And yeah, they're like, "What? But?" And he's like, "No buts." And yeah, this game, Masaru would drop it. And yeah, and yeah, and also Darren knows. And yeah, once they got out of the hospital, Sigrid started working on a machine. Because, yeah. Actually, no, he doesn't. Suruku. Yeah, then we're gonna time skip to the USJ. Everything happens the same except Suruku's quirkless, but he still has the same amount of strength, but that he would have had with Thorns World, but just as a quirkless person. So, and yeah, and when the USJ happens, yeah, all the fights would have happened. Then, yeah. And yeah. Then when he, yeah, then a fire happened, and everybody was out, and yeah, Izuku was locked in, and he started banging on the door, asking for someone to open it, and yeah, all the heroes immediately thought that, yeah, this is a villain that it's just gonna attack them as soon as they open the door, and yeah, so they didn't, and yeah, Suku was pretty close to death, and then Lucifer was like, damn it, I'm gonna have to, and then he opened a portal for Izuku that would set him back in time. To a timeline exactly like this, but with one difference. It is connected to the black block, to the universe where Ciel is in. So yeah, Subaru has been then gets set back in time to exactly a year before. And yeah, in the timeline that Subaru was sent to, yeah, pretty much the same thing happened. Except that version of Subaru died and became a demon. Or actually just died. And yeah, God gave Lucifer a choice. Like, this kid die or send him to a universe where he's already dead and can replace him. And yeah, Suku is. And yeah. Everyone in that other timeline, actually was getting sent to, it was pretty much exactly the same, but Suku actually died in that universe. Yeah, and Sugu is sent back in time to the time of the very beginning of the Black Butler, I think it's called. Let me double check. So this timeline would be a mix of Black Butler and My Hero Academia. So yeah, and Sugu was sent a year before the events of Sebastian making a deal with Ciel would have happened. So yeah. And yeah, while he was going through that time portal, yeah, this timeline Lucifer went into there and gave Izuku 2 guns. These 2. And yeah, Lucifer, and yeah, Izuku was like, Lucifer? And he's like, yes, Izuku. And yeah, like, where am I heading? And he's like, another timeline. Exactly like this one, the one you were just in. But Izuku in that timeline died. But you're going south. You're going far back in the past. And remember, you're a demon, so you're technically immortal. And yeah, like, okay, Lucifer. I hope I see you again. And you're like, me too, Suku. And then Suku. And yeah, Lucifer made it so Suku had the power to summon those 2 pistols. And yeah. Then Suku landed onto Earth through the time portal. Yeah, then Suku would just walk all around, just discover everything upon this earth, and then we skip a year, in this, the incident with CL would have happened. Yeah. Yeah, the same moment Sebastian made a deal with CL. Suku got in there to make sure. Yeah, like an hour later, while Sebastian was, well, basically while Sebastian and CL were walking out, Suku wanted to make sure everyone. Yeah, Suku's watching from afar. Yeah, he wants to make sure all those people are dead. And yeah, he goes into there and yeah, he sees two people still alive, so he summons his guns and shoots at them immediately. And yeah, he pretty much has infinite ammo for these guns. Yeah, then he makes them disappear. And he takes the bullets back and disintegrates them. No, then just toss them so far in the air that, yeah, they go into space. Then Sugu would just jump out and just start, yeah, hide his presence from anyone. And yeah, after a few years, yeah, Sebastian one day would finally found with stepped upon, like, cross Suku's path. And yeah, Suku would just look at him. Yeah, Sebastian and Suku, yeah, when Suku saw him, Zuko would just, like, And yeah, he always start walking, just continue walking. And yeah, I'm gonna say he was with CL. And yeah, Sebastian would have been with CL at that time. And yeah, Suku just glance at Sebastian. And yeah, Sebastian would feel someone looking at him, and then he would a little bit. Yeah, then he would see Suku look at him, a person pretty much a little bit taller than him, look at him, and then smirk. And just continue walking. Yeah. And then Izuku would just get into his pocket and then immediately throw a paper towards CL. And yeah, would hear something going towards him, immediately grab it. When he would feel, then it would feel like paper, and he would look, and he'd be like, if you need a butler, if your master needs another butler, come find me here. And yeah. And yeah. And yeah, then Sebastian actually, like, but, my lord, and yeah, so like, what? And then he would show his master, in case CL, the paper. And yeah, CL like, go to that location. Once we get back to my home, go to that location and see what he wants. And you're like, certainly, my lord. Yeah, then at night, Sebastian went to the location. Yeah, Shiku would just be sitting on pile of bodies. Just waiting for CL. I mean, Sebastian. And yeah, he would just be waiting with his on his legs over the other, sitting on the top of a pile of bodies. And yeah, Sebastian was like, quite the collection of bodies you have there. And yeah, Zuko was like, So your master decided to allow you. Yeah, then he would just start walking down and be like, and then Sebastian was like, now, what do you want? And he was like, simple. I want to become a butler of your master. And yeah, then Sebastian was like, why? Like, oh, come on. Can't demons get along? And yeah, Sebastian with immediately widened his eyes and like, so, you're a demon as well? And like, yes. And it is not, and I want to become his butler, not for the reason you became his butler. I just want to see how this goes. I just want to see how your deal with him goes. It's something delays his part of the deal for you. Or if you are able to take his soul and yeah. Sebastian, yeah, then after a little bit of talking, Sebastian was like, well, welcome to the Phantomheim home. Thank you. So, who are the others? What are the maids and butlers of our master? And yeah, Ewan and yeah, this is when they're going towards the Phantomheim mansion. And yeah, Sebastian would be telling Suku of everyone that is there. CL Phantomheim. Yeah, I can't remember the rest right now, but that'll be in the night. So yeah, Suku, when they got there, he would have went to, and yeah, CL was at the door, but, and yeah, Suku would still be in the cart that they were in, and yeah, Sebastian walked out first. So like, well, how'd it go? And yeah, then Suku come out from the other side. And yeah, CL's butlers and maids would actually be right behind or beside CL. And yeah, Suku would just have his hands on his behind him and just start walking down. Then he would just, he would have his eyes closed and just turn his head towards CL and just walk in front of him and then bow. Like, it'll be an honor to become your butler. And yeah. And yeah, CL would have asked, what will he do? And yeah, Suku would say, I will do whatever you wish me to do. in everything I need to do a lot in this household. And I'll do everything in my power to make sure you're safe. Yeah. See how it actually kind of... We're like, let's see how you do as my butler. And yeah. And that's what... And yeah. And that's going to end it off for now. Anyway, if you like this, like, subscribe, and comment for more. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. And remember, there's a Discord for you guys to help me with my any videos I haven't completed, or any what ifs I haven't completed, or new what ifs. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.